When a Muslim is making content on there and teaching about their identity and about their background and who they are, it just feels very authentic because of its apparent lack of polish, right? If you have the same message in a glossy Hollywood film that, even if it's popular, you can understand that, oh, this has been vetted, this has been written, this has been workshopped. But someone who posts a 30-second thing, and there's, dancing or something or lip syncing something, but they're visibly Muslim, that in a lot of ways has an amazing potential to move forward this diversity battle in ways that film in a lot of ways can't. Still love film, but I just think that social media in general, and specifically TikTok, are opening this new gate to representation that wasn't always available before. If you're a young Muslim actor and you want to get in a big film, right? You got to go on a lot of auditions, you got to try all these things, and all these doors will be closed in your face for a variety of reasons. It could be outright racism, but it could also be like, hey, there's not many roles written for people that look like you, that sort of thing. If you're on TikTok, at least in theory, every single attempt you make is given the equal chance against everything else that's out there. And based on that, there's bound to be a good number of quality Muslim content creators. And so they have this opportunity to skyrocket in ways that other platforms can't really do. Facebook, it's not optimized towards discovery, it's optimized towards seeing your friends. YouTube has recommendations that sort of do this, but again, it's not optimized towards that, right? Twitter is interesting because you have all these sub pockets of identities. You have Muslim Twitter, you have brown Twitter, you have Arab Twitter, but it sort of subdivides in those categories, right? So this function of discovery is harder. TikTok's being completely geared towards discovery is allowing smaller or content creators from identities that otherwise would have been ignored to finally get some spotlight. So if you look at Malik, right, Arabic McLovin, the majority of his content is educating people on Arab culture, on Muslim culture, addressing misconceptions, things like that, which, there's an audience for. There are, of course, Muslims and Arab, people watching that, but there's just people in general that are just curious about these things. And this shows up on their For You page and they're learning about these cultures and peoples that they never would have known about. But then you have people like at Muslim Thick or at Iconic Pink that are very much more lifestyle geared, right? I mean, Muslim Thick is much more about, here's my lifestyle, here's my beauty routine, here's, what I did today. And she is Muslim and visibly Muslim, right? But that's not the only thing she talks about. And so you have people who are interested in beauty, who are interested in skincare, who are interested in all these things, who show up to our channel to learn about all those things. And then through that, learn, oh, she's also Muslim, right? Iconic Pink and Iconic Green, they both do a lot of comedy bits and musical lip sync things. People who are just looking for fun entertainment, silly things like that will go to their channels for that, but then also learn oh, this is a Muslim who has fun like me. If you are someone who's never seen a Muslim in your life, right, and all you hear about Muslims is the news or scary headlines, you'll believe that. You'll believe that is the entirety of what Muslims are. But when you sit down to watch a romantic comedy and there's a side character who happens to be Muslim, or you open your TikTok and there's people making prank videos that happen to be Muslim, what that is doing is normalizing Muslims as they're not this weird other thing that sits in a corner or this, group that only shows up on the news. They are people. They're normal people that are doing the same things you do and enjoy the same things you do. And that could be friends with you if you got to know them, right? That's representation to me. It's normalizing the existence of Muslims in your communities as people. And it's might seem intuitive or simple, but without that representation, a lot of people wouldn't get that.